All right, hello you and welcome back to Keys Time Online. Guys, I have a really quick lesson I wanted to show you today, and it's about broken chords, or better known as arpeggios. Now, what is broken chords or arpeggios? It's nothing really extra hard, but it's something that you can start incorporating in a lot of your songs and progressions that we already know, just to start adding more spice and more flavor. And that's what you guys want to do. You remember, you want to add little bitty building blocks to what you already know that makes your music and your sound a lot more fuller. Some people say more complicated, but guys, this is a really easy trick that you can start doing, and it's very popular, all right? So let's not talk too much more. Let's get right into our overhead view.
It's keys time.
So if we go to our hand position number one, we have our right hand in our hand position number one right here. And if we play a C chord, which we should know by now, we've usually been playing all three notes at the same time: our C, our E, and our G, right? Well, what we're going to do is break that chord up a little bit, all right? So instead of playing all the notes at one time, what we're going to do is start playing one note at a time. We're going to start with our C. So we're going to play our first finger on C, then we're going to play our E with our third finger, and then we're going to play a G. Now, if we do that a little bit faster, that's called an arpeggio. Now, just before we go back into that, if you haven't been practicing our very first lesson, which is our little warm-up right here, you're going to want to keep doing that, because that's going to strengthen your fingers, those muscles that we haven't been using or you're not used to using. So this is going to be a little bit more easy, all right? So what we're going to do is actually play our C, first finger, E, third finger, and our G. So if we just play that right here, you can play it with me. And you see how I'm doing that? 1, 2, 3, and that's a broken chord. I'm not playing the full chord, I'm breaking it up. And if I do that, that is called also an arpeggio. All right? So what we're gonna do, I want you to play it with me, we'll just do single notes in our left hand, just one note. And then in your right hand, play your full chord. And we're gonna break this whole chord up. So we're gonna play our two C's together, right? Just one note in our right hand. And then we're gonna play the other two notes, our C, our E, and our G. So we have 1, 2, 3. And that's that simple. That is an arpeggio. Now you'd be like, okay, well that's cool. Well, how can we actually use this? All right, so let's try first, before we put it in a song, let's do a couple little exercises to get used to it, right? So let's say our scale has, as we always go up. I know this is kind of repetitive, but it's an easy way to practice. We can start our C, our E, and our G, and this will go up to our D right here. Right there, you see, that's an arpeggio. And let's go up to our E, which is next note, E. And I'm just using my first finger, my third finger, and my fifth finger. So let's go to F. I play my F. You see how that works? And then let's just go up one more to our G note right here. All right, and after you play it, you can let go of the next of your notes that you've already played. All right, so let's go back to our hand position number one, and let's play our C arpeggio together. 1, 2, ready, play. C, E, G. Right, very nice. So let's put this into a song and a progression that we already know. Let's just go, how about we start on the F right now? So let's start on the F this time. Switch it up a little bit. So I can go single notes in my left hand, right here. And in my right hand, I'm gonna play my F chord. Remember my F, I know it's an F chord because my thumb is right here. All right, so together, let's play a F arpeggio. 1, 2, ready, and play. F, A, C. And let's go to a G. G, B, D. And let's go back to our F. Ready, play. F, A, C. All right, so that is an arpeggio. Now let's put this to a progression. Let's go F, G, and A. All right, so let's put it to a rhythm. You know, we're adding our 4 principles together, right? I hope you know what your 4 principles are by now. So let's go F, A, C, rest, G, B, D, and let's go to an A, C, E, back down to the G, G, B, D. Let's do it again. Ready, play. F, A, C, G, G, B, D, to the A, C, E, to the G again, G, B, D. All right, very nice and relax. All right, and you notice I'm actually calling out the notes as I play. And the reason you want to do that is you really want to know all of your notes and get really familiar with not only your notes, but kind of get familiar with the notes that go with each chord, all right? So when I was playing my F chord, I know a F chord has a F, a A, and a C. And that's going to be very important as we progress into more lessons, right? All right, so let's try one more progression doing the exact same thing. And let's go to this very familiar progression that you know now, which is our C, our G, to an A, and an F. Now that's a progression that you know, but let's add an arpeggio. Remember before we was just playing the chords, we were just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. You remember how we were doing that? To the A, right? And then to the F. Well, let's pick up and play the arpeggios with it. 1, 2, ready, play. C, E, G. Let's go to the G. G, B, D, to the A, C, E. Then we go to the F, A, C. Let's try it one more time together. C, E, G. Are you calling out the notes? What's on G? G, B, D, to an A, C, E, to an F, A, C. Let's try it one more time because I think you got it. Ready, play. A little faster. C, E, G, to the G, G, B, D, A, C, E. Now to the F, A, C. One more time, same speed. C, E, G, to the G, to the A, C, E, F. And let's end back on the C. And all right, very nice job. Now that is my arpeggio going up the keyboard. As you can see, I'm going up the keyboard, right? Now, what if we take this same exact thing, our broken chords or arpeggio, and go down the keyboard? It's going to give us a different feel and a different sound, which is going to be kind of cool. So you can start switching it up. So instead of going C, E, G, how about I go G, E, C? Aha. All right. So let's try this same thing with the same progression that we've been using before. Our C, our G, our A, and our F. All right. So let's play it together, but let's start off really, really slow, okay? So we're going to start this time on the G and go G, E, C. All right, you ready? 1, 2, ready, play. Have our G, E, C. Then we go to the G, D, B, G. Then we go to our A, E, C, A. Then to our F, C, A, F. Let's play it again. Try to call out those notes if you remember, to our G, our A chord, E, C, A, F, C, A, F. All right, and let's play it one more time for those that might have it already, that are like, let's go a little faster, okay? So 1, 2, ready, and play. To the G, A, to the F. Let's play it one more time together. And G, E, C, to the G, D, B, G, to the A, E, C, A, to the F, C, A, F. Let's end back on hand position number 1. Very nice. So that is our broken chords or our arpeggios. And guys, this is a great way to start spicing up, once again, your progressions that you already know. Now, let me play it for you so you can kind of get a feel in the ear to how you can start incorporating it a little bit. So let's start without the arpeggio so you can see what we've been doing and what you can do. So we'll start with our chord right here. This is what we were doing. To our A. And this is nice already, but how about we go to our arpeggios going up the keyboard? To our A. This is arpeggios up the chord, up the keyboard. Now let's go down the keyboard. You hear the difference? And we end back on hand position number 1. Now, just like we've done in all of our other lessons, we don't want to leave our left hand out. We can do the exact same thing. Instead of playing single notes, we can start incorporating. Remember our octaves. We can do our 1 and 5. We can also play chords, or if we want to, we can actually do arpeggios in our left hand as well. It's so many cool things that you already know as we just keep adding and adding to our vocabulary of music on the piano. It's so cool, right? So maybe I'll do a 1 and 5 in my left hand. You see? I could do 1 and 5 while I play arpeggio going up the keyboard in my right hand. Maybe I'll go to octaves this time. Just like that. You see, it's so cool. To the G, to the A, back to the F. Maybe I'll do chords in my right hand. To a G. I'm at the A with the chord in my left hand, arpeggio in my right hand. Maybe I'll do arpeggio with both hands. G, B, D. You could do A. And maybe the F, you know. Maybe I'll go back to octaves and play arpeggios going down the keyboard in my right hand. Right? Uh-oh, sorry. Here we go. To the A, to the F. And I am back on my hand position. All right. So these are all little things that it might take a little time for you to get when you're just starting off, but I promise you it only gets easier with one thing, and that's practice.